Why do many people live in poverty? I will tell you three basic reasons that put and maintain people in poverty situation. The first and more important factor is family. Family generation is the more important factors that people born and live during your life in poverty. Scientific consider statistically situation statistically information. We can see the people if one people if one person born in poverty family will be difficult will have difficult to get out of this situation because the poverty it's not only about the material situation. When we burn in poverty, the poverty is about moral motivation, moral conditions. It's about intellectual capacity. If you're born in poverty, you have poverty moral and poverty education. This is aspect of the poverty. The second and more important factor is preferences. Preferences, you can understand how desire, wish, want. This, if one people like thing that harm your health, harm your finance, harm your peace, harm your freedom, this person have a destinity of a poverty. Will follow and will follow the path and they will find poverty in the end. Because if one person have like prosperity, like rich situation, this person will build a path that in the end of the path will find prosperity, will find rich. This is the law of the world, okay? The third and the more important factor, the third, is environment. Environment, we can understand how one person that face hard difficulties beyond your control. For example, war. War is one example of a situation where the people not have choices, only the suffering the suffering action from events in region, in country, in your people. Another example is natural disasters. Natural disasters is one example, is another example where one people harm face harm conditions harm conditions beyond your control. Because if you have a power to change your environment, it's not the problem, it's not environment. The problem is environment when you don't have the control or the power to change the situation. If you have the power to change the situation, the problem it's not environment, the problem it's you. Okay? So my job is taking difficult problem like this and simplify them. If you know someone that live in poverty and you want to get out of this situation, contact me and we together will solve this problem. Thank you.